Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you some tricks that you're going to want to know. Here's the first trick, and I'll show you this because I know it's going to come up often. Let's say I misspelled a word, and I misspelled anytime, and I put an I there, or anymore rather. You'll see as soon as I misspell it, it underlines it in red. If you misspell things all the time, this is going to be a great trick. And so, if I find the control key right here in the corner of my keyboard, there's another one on the other side, and I hold that down with one hand and I click my mouse on the word with the other, it automatically has anymore, right? It gave me the spelling. All I have to do is click on it and it fixes it. It's amazing. And so that's a good trick. If you accidentally have something that's a little far off, it's spelled so far from the correct spelling that the computer can't figure it out, this is what will happen. Oh, it still figured it out. I need to mess it up even more. Put a V in there. Okay, it doesn't have any suggestions. And so what I can do is I can try to sound it out, change it somehow. Maybe I get rid of the K, I try it again. Hold down the control button and click the mouse. It figured it out, so now I can change it. If it won't guess it for you, just change your spelling, sound it out, try to do it a little bit differently, and the computer hopefully will eventually figure it out. So that's a great trick. The other thing is, let's say I mess something up really badly. So I've gotten all this and I accidentally pressed the number 3. I erased everything, my whole story. No big deal. As long as you do this right away, you'll be fine. Just go up here, hit the undo button, and it will all come back. So if we hit the undo button, it fixes things. The problem is you need to do it right away. If you mess something up and then typed out your whole story after you messed it up and then kept hitting the undo button, your whole story would go away because you'd go back in time right to the point where you had made the mistake and everything would go away. And so you don't want to do that. You want to fix your mistakes as soon as you can. The next thing I want to show you is how to change some things. After you type this, and this is when I like to do it anyway, I hold down my mouse button, roll the mouse from the end to the beginning, or from the beginning to the end, and now I can change some things. You cannot do it, highlight, from the middle, because you'll only get half of the paragraph, you'll never get the whole thing. So start at the end of the beginning, or the beginning to the end, highlight it, and from here, you can change some really important stuff, like bold. You can make it bold so it's a little thicker, and that's important for a title in particular. Most of your writing won't have that, but your title might. Now, if my last sentence was a quote, I don't have quotation marks. I should have quotation marks, so here's what I need to do. All I need to do is look at my keyboard. Remember, anything that shows up on top, if I want that character, I need to hold down my shift button while I press this button, right? So I hold down the shift button, then I press the question mark button, and then I let go of the shift button, just like I would making a capital letter. So I go over here, hold down shift, and I did it. I would also need to do it at the end of that sentence to make a quotation mark. Now, if I was typing the word that's, uh-oh, something's missing there. Did you see it was missing my little mark? And so this thinks it's misspelled. I could hold down the control button and see if it gives it to me, but it would help if I knew how to make an apostrophe. Let's look at our keyboard. There is the apostrophe right under the question mark. How do we make the symbol that's on the bottom? That's right. All we have to do is push that button down and we'll get it. So I put my cursor right in the right spot in between the T and the S, and I press that apostrophe, and I've got my character. So those are the little tricks I wanted you to know. Have fun writing your story.